folks, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is cosmic mind shift. It's nothing but awakening to your infinite potential. In this moment, as you hear these words, something extraordinary is happening. Your consciousness is expanding beyond the familiar boundaries of everyday awareness, preparing to undergo what we might call a cosmic mind shift, a fundamental transformation in how you perceive yourself, reality, and your place in the infinite web of existence. Take a breath with me now, and as you do, imagine that you are not just breathing air, but breathing in the very essence of the cosmos itself. This oxygen you are receiving was forged in the heart of ancient stars billions of years ago. You are literally made of stardust, inhaling the breath of the universe. Welcome to a journey that will challenge everything you think you know about the nature of mind, reality, and your own limitless potential. This is not just another conversation about consciousness. This is an invitation to experience a fundamental shift in the very operating system of your awareness. The great forgetting. For most of human history, we have lived under what I call the great forgetting. A collective amnesia about our true cosmic nature. We have forgotten that we are not separate beings struggling to survive in an indifferent universe, but rather individualized expressions of cosmic intelligence itself. Temporarily focused through the lens of human experience. This forgetting begins early. As children, we naturally sense the magic and interconnectedness of everything around us. A flower, a butterfly, a cloud, each carries profound meaning and mystery. But gradually we are taught to see the world as a collection of separate objects, to view ourselves as isolated entities competing for limited resources in mechanistic universe. We learn to identify ourselves with our thoughts, our emotions, our social roles, our possessions. We begin to believe that consciousness is somehow produced by the brain, that awareness is contained within the skull, that death represents the complete cessation of our existence. But what if every one of these assumptions is fundamentally incorrect? The cosmic mind shifts begins with the recognition that consciousness is not produced by matter, but rather that matter emerges from consciousness. The universe is not a machine that accidentally developed awareness. The universe is awareness itself. Manifesting has the appearance of space, time, matter, and energy. Now let us understand the holographic universe. Modern physics has begun to reveal what ancient wisdom traditions have always known. That reality is far stranger and more magnificent than our ordinary minds can comprehend. At the quantum level, particles exist in states of pure potential until observed. Space and time reveal themselves to be constructs rather than fundamental realities. The observer and the observed are revealed to be inseparable aspects of a unified field. Consider the hologram, a photographic technique where each fragment contains the formation of the whole. If you break a holographic plate into pieces, each piece does not show just a part of the original image, but the entire image, albeit with less resolution. The universe operates on the same holographic principle. You are not a fragment of the cosmic whole, you are the cosmic whole expressing itself as an apparent fragment. Every atom in your body contains the intelligence that orchestrates galaxies. Every cell carries the wisdom that unfolds flowers and guides migrating birds across continents. You are the universe becoming conscious of itself through the unique perspective of your individual awareness. This is the first aspect of the cosmic mind shift, recognizing that you are not in the universe, but the universe is in you. You are not a temporary accident of evolution, but evolution itself. Discovering its own infinite creativity through your eyes, your thoughts, your experiences. The quantum field of possibilities. In quantum physics, we discovered that at the most fundamental level, reality exists as a field of infinite possibilities, what physicists call the quantum field or zero-point field. This field is not empty space, but rather the plenum of potential, pregnant with every possible experience, every potential reality, every conceivable outcome. Your consciousness is the mechanism by which specific possibilities are selected from this infinite field and collapse into the experience you call your life. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every emotion you feel acts as a kind of cosmic tuning fork resonating with similar frequencies in the quantum field and drawing those experiences into manifestation. This understanding represents a profound shift from victim consciousness to creator consciousness. You begin to realize that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances, but rather than external circumstances are constantly reshaping themselves in response to the vibrational patterns of your inner state. But here, where it becomes even more extraordinary, this creative power is not personal. The consciousness that manifests your reality is the same consciousness that manifests everyone's reality. We are not separate creators competing for limited resources. We are individualized aspects of one cosmic creative intelligence collaborating in the magnificent symphony of existence. The morphic field of collective consciousness. British biologist Rupert Sheldrake proposed the concept of morphic fields, invisible organizing structures that shape the form and behavior of everything from crystals to human societies. These fields contain the memory of how similar forms and behaviors manifested in the past, making them more likely to occur again in the future. Humanity shares a morphic field, a collective unconscious that contains all human experiences, knowledge, and potential. When you have a breakthrough in consciousness, when you experience a moment of profound insight or transformation, you don't just change yourself, you contribute to the evolution of human consciousness as a whole. This is why certain ideas seem to arise simultaneously in different parts of the world, why breakthrough discoveries often happen to multiple researchers at the same time, while movements for social change can suddenly reach a tipping point and sweep across the globe. We are not isolated minds thinking separate thoughts. We are nodes in a vast network of consciousness, each contributing to and drawing from the collective field of human awareness. The cosmic mind shift involves recognizing your responsibility as a conscious participant in this collective field. Every moment of love you cultivate, every fear you transcend, every limiting belief you release contributes to the elevation of consciousness for all humanity. You are not just healing yourself, you are healing the world. The multidimensional nature of mind. Linear thinking tells us that consciousness exists only in the brain, only in the present moment, only within the confines of our individual experience. But consciousness is inherently multidimensional, extending far beyond the boundaries of space and time as we normally understand them. Right now, as you listen to these words, you are simultaneously existing across multiple levels of awareness. There is the surface mind, busy with thoughts and reactions. There is the witness consciousness, observing those thoughts without being disturbed by them. There is the deeper intelligence of your body, coordinating trillions of cellular activities without conscious direction. But beyond even these is what we might call your cosmic mind, the aspect of your awareness that extends into dimensions we rarely acknowledge. This is the part of you that sometimes knows things without knowing how you know them, that receives insight seemingly from now where or nowhere, that connects with loved ones across vast distances through pure intention. Indigenous tradition speaks of dream time, a dimension of reality where linear time dissolves and all possibility exists simultaneously. Modern physics speaks of parallel universes and multiple dimensions. These are not contradictory views but complementary descriptions of the multidimensional nature of consciousness itself. The cosmic mind shift involves learning to navigate these different dimensions of awareness consciously instead of being trapped in the surface mind constant chatter. You begin to access deeper levels of knowing, creativity, and connection. You realize that your ordinary waking consciousness is just one frequency on an infinite spectrum of awareness. The alchemy of transformation. Ancient alchemists sought to transform base metals into gold, but the true alchemy was always about consciousness. The transformation of dense contracted awareness into the gold of enlightened understanding. This transformation is not something that happens to you, it is something that happens as you. Every challenge in your life is an opportunity for this cosmic alchemy. When you encounter fear, you can either contract around it or use it as a catalyst for expanding into greater courage. When you experience loss, you can either close your heart or allow it to break open into deeper compassion. When you face uncertainty, you can either grasp for control or surrender into the wisdom of not knowing. This process of transformation is accelerating dramatically in our time. The old structures of consciousness, the rigid beliefs, the separation-based thinking, the fear-driven behaviors that have characterized much of human history are being challenged and dissolved at an unprecedented rate. Many people are experiencing what feels like a spiritual crisis, but this is actually a spiritual emergence. The caterpillar does not transform into a butterfly through gradual improvement. It literally dissolves in the chrysalis before reforming in an entirely new configuration. Humanity is in its chrysalis phase or chrysalis phase, undergoing a metamorphosis from a fear-based, separation-oriented species into a love-based, unity-conscious civilization. Now, let us understand the new Earth paradigm. The cosmic mind shift is not just about individual awakening, it is about the birth of a new paradigm of human civilization. We are moving from an era of competition, exploitation, and environmental destruction into an age of cooperation, regeneration, and conscious co creation with the natural world. This shift requires a fundamental change in how we understand value, success, and progress. Instead of measuring worth by accumulation and domination, we are learning to value connection, creativity, and contribution to the whole. Instead of seeing nature as a resource to be exploited, we are recognizing ourselves as part of a living, intelligent ecosystem that we are called to nurture and protect. The technologies emerging in our time, quantum computing, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, clean energy, are external reflections of the consciousness shift happening within us. As we remember our own quantum nature, we create quantum technologies. As we recognize our artificial separation from nature, we develop technologies that work in harmony with natural system. But technology alone will not create this transformation. It must be guided by wisdom, compassion, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. This is where your cosmic mind shift becomes crucial, not just for your personal evolution, but for the conscious guidance for humanity's technological and social development. Now, let us understand the practical integration. You might be wondering, how do I actually integrate a cosmic perspective into my daily life? The beauty of the cosmic mind shift is that it does not require you to retreat from the world or adopt exotic practices. It's about bringing cosmic consciousness into ordinary moments. When you're stuck in traffic, instead of experiencing frustration, you can recognize that your consciousness temporarily focused through the experience of delay. And that this consciousness is inherently peaceful and unlimited. When you're interacting with a difficult person, you can remember that the same cosmic intelligence that looks through your eyes is looking through theirs, even if it is temporarily obscured by conditioning and extreme pain of extraction. The cosmic mind shift transforms your relationship to time. Instead of seeing time as a scarce resource that you are running out of, you begin to experience time as a creative medium, the dimension in which consciousness unfolds its infinite potential. You stop rushing towards some future moment of fulfillment and start recognizing the fullness available right now. It transforms your relationship to challenges. Instead of seeing problems as evidence that something is wrong, you begin to recognize them as the universe's way of inviting you to expand into greater wisdom and capability. Every difficulty becomes a doorway into deeper understanding. The cosmic perspective. From the cosmic perspective, your entire human lifetime is like a single breath in the eternal respiration of consciousness. This does not diminish the importance of your experiences, it reveals their ultimate context. You're not just living a personal story, you are participating in the cosmic story, the universe's journey of self discovery and self expression. Every moment of joy you experience adds to the universe's celebration of its own existence. Every act of kindness ripples through the fabric of space time, influencing the behavior of subatomic particles and the movement of distant stars. Every breakthrough in understanding contributes to the cosmos becoming more conscious of its own infinite nature. This perspective naturally gives birth to what we might call cosmic gratitude, not just appreciation for the good things in your personal life, but the wonder at the sheer improbability and magnificence of existence itself. That anything exists at all, that consciousness has emerged to know itself, that love has evolved to experience its own beauty through countless forms. This is the greatest miracle imaginable. Now, let us understand the eternal dance. As we begin to draw our exploration together, I invite you to feel into the cosmic dance that is always happening, the eternal interplay between consciousness and its infinite expressions, between unity and diversity, between the known and the unknowable mystery. You are simultaneously the dancer and the dance, the observer and the observed, the questioner and the answer. In every moment, you are the universe pausing to marvel at its own creativity through the unique lens of your individual awareness. The cosmic mind shift is not a destination you reach, but a continuous process of remembering and forgetting and remembering again. Some days you will feel deeply connected to your cosmic nature. Others you will feel small and separate. Both experiences are perfect expressions of consciousness exploring its own infinite potential. What matters is the direction of your attention, the quality of your presence, and your willingness to remain open to the mystery that you are. Each moment offers a fresh opportunity to choose expansion over contraction, love over fear, unity over separation. And let us contemplate the infinite journey. The cosmic mind shift reveals that you are not on a journey towards enlightenment, you are enlightenment itself, temporarily forgetting its own nature in order to experience the joy of remembering. You are not seeking connection with the divine, you are the divine, exploring its own infinite creativity through the adventure of apparent separation and return. This understanding brings tremendous freedom. You no longer need to become something other than what you are. You no longer need to fix, improve, or perfect yourself. You need only remember the cosmic intelligence that you have always been and allow it to express itself through your unique configuration of consciousness. As you go forward from this moment, carry with you the recognition that you are a conscious participant in the universe's ongoing evolution. Your thoughts matter, your choices matter, your presence matters, not because you're separate and important, but because you're inseparable from the cosmic intelligence that orchestrates galaxies and guides the growth of every blade of grass. The call of evolution. Evolution is not just something that happened in the past, it is the fundamental creative impulse of the universe, and you are its current growing edge through your willingness to expand beyond limited beliefs, to love beyond familiar boundaries, to know beyond conceptual understanding. You're literally carrying evolution forward. The cosmic mind shift is evolution becoming conscious of itself. It's a universe waking up to its own infinite potential through your eyes, your heart, your willingness to grow and transform. You are not just a product of evolution, you are evolution itself, consciously participating in its own unfolding. Trust this process. Trust the cosmic intelligence that beats your heart and grows your hair and dreams your dreams. Trust your own deepest knowing, even when it contradicts everything you have been taught about the nature of reality. You are the universe's way of knowing itself, and that knowing is absolutely reliable. The shift has already begun in this very moment as these words dissolve into the silence from which they arose. You're not the same person who began listening. Something has awakened, something has remembered, something has shifted at the deepest level of your being. Welcome to your cosmic mind, welcome to your infinite nature, welcome to the greatest adventure possible, the universe discovering itself to the magnificent mystery that you are. And so it is. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.